So good morning, everyone. So we are doing this workbook today. Welcome to Startup Change Leaders weekly discussion. And this workbook is, of course, courtesy Alpha Group. As I told you last time that I am now part of Alpha Group, and we are having such more than 50 workbooks where we are discussing how to look at the various challenges we all have, be it strategy, be it leadership, be it recruitment. And today, one of the biggest challenge all the entrepreneurs have is basically how to do fast growth. So we are going to look at this workbook and definitely we will discuss how we can do the fast growth. So the name of the workbook, as you can see, is decide your. You can see my screen?
No, sir. No.
No, not yet. Now is right. You can.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you can see, the workbook says decide your best options for fast growth. Now, what is the purpose of this workbook? The purpose is, to understand that how we can focus on the fast growth strategy for our business. And Ajish, would you like to do this workbook with me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we'll take your case in point, and I think others can also learn from it. So, so the contents of this workbook is first, what is our strategic problem, and then define what your company excel at, and also identify your fast growth zone for your company. Decide where you want to position your fast growth zone. That is, what are your preferred options and how you want to do it, and evaluate the benefits of your best option for fast growth. So this is how the structure of the workbook is, and I'm sure when we go through it, we will learn more. And as we go and as we discuss more about this workbook, it will open a lot of avenues for us to understand how we can learn from this. So first and the foremost thing is, what is the strategic problem? No? So Ajish, can you just read this para for me so that others can also understand what are we talking about?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. As managing directors and business leaders, some of us are unclear about the best option for fast growth in our companies. We are therefore uncertain about our central focus for growing our company. As a result, we waste a lot of precious time and resources on dead-end options and unimportant problems. The long-term effect of this waste is that we only increase the value of our company by a fraction of what we could if we were clear about our preferred growth option. Yeah. Below, please access your clarity about your preferred options.
Yeah. So as you can see, and this happens with all of us. I also, for example, run my consulting company. So sometimes we are ourselves not very clear what is the best way to achieve fast growth, right? We are all struggling because in consulting I need to approach my clients, I need to approach other business owners, I need to approach entrepreneurs, and of course try and sell my business ideas to them. And of course the central focus also sometimes is not very clear. So Ajish, in your case, when you so this says for the clarity of the preferred option for fast growth in the scale of 1 to 10, how you rate your understanding about the fast growth for your business?
Like 3.
3, right? Now, Ajish says 3. I also agree. I am also, frankly speaking, for my business, which I'm doing for the last 2 years now, uh, I'm around 3. I still feel that there's a lot of room for improvement because we tend to waste a lot of precious time and resources, and we keep on grappling with unimportant and day-to-day problems and issues, whereas the focus has to be on the exact business growth idea. So I rate it as 3. Ajish also mentioned 3. So Ajish, what are your strategic conclusions about this? Why you say it is 3? Can you just speak? I'll type it for you.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I am into this construction and giving it on rent. What
Right.
happens? What happens? The approval gets very much delayed, and to finalize the person whom we partner for constructing our building, also we need to validate, and so many things are there. So many issues and all government things, it delays it.
Mhm. So approvals get delayed, right? According to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Why this is coming in symbols only? Approvals. Okay. So that is the reason for the lack of fast growth of the business, right? One of the
Yeah,
strategic
one
conclusions.
of the reasons.
And what is the second strategic conclusion?
Like now, suppose recently we had some rains, and also now the execution also got delayed by 2 months.
Mhm. Execution due to the natural, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Factors.
Yes, sure. Money.
All right.
Huh?
Ajish, can you all put yourself on
No,
mute, please?
no, then I'll call you a little later.
Viswajit, can you put
Yeah,
yourself on?
after half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, yes. So, Ajish, when we, move to the next page, it says define what your company excels at. So, what are the 3 areas of business in which your company excel? Write 6 to 8 words starting, with an action verb, of course. What is it that your company excel at?
Now we construct our building in a very prime location.
Mhm. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and we include all the like green energy. All the we try to improve upon that.
Mhm. Okay.
And we give it at a affordable price, that is for rental.
Affordable price and low rentals, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if we look at these options now, which is the you are personally passionate about out of these three?
The first one.
Construction at prime location, right?
Yeah.
Because that becomes your USP, and you start getting more. Why you want to say that why construction at prime location is the most important thing for you?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, in real estate, there is only three things: location, location, location. So
Mhm.
it's because of that.
Okay. So at the end of the day, location matters a lot for the customer, and it gives a lot of value to the customer, right? That is
Yeah.
what we are
Yeah.
trying to say. And what about the other 2 points which you mentioned?
Now, as changes evolve, we should get adapted to that. So, yeah, whatever is new, like the architecture, the design, the environment, this thing, we should, that and all is looked upon currently.
Okay. Okay. So green energy has a lot of value in your business these days, right? Because if you are saving on energy, there are some incentives also, right?
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
from the government, and okay, okay, and of course, affordable price and low rentals. It makes you you can sell more due to this.
Yes, yes. We can attract many people.
Right, right, right. So great. We move to now on the three areas above. Which of your company is passionate about? You already mentioned that. No, one is you are personally passionate about. Then your company is passionate about. That is different from the one you have as streaked. So, is there any difference between your choice and your company's choice?
No, as of now, no.
Okay, so it's the same thing where you feel your company is also passionate about, which is the location part, right? You mentioned.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now we move to now next point, which is very important, is identifying your fast growth zone for your company. No? Now, you can see this table, right? There are boxes A and B, and which talk about your key company strength and your golden market opportunity. Now, this is, I think, all of us can imagine about our own businesses, right? So this workbook actually opens our eyes towards what sometimes we are missing. All these workbooks are basically kind of an eye opener for us. Today only I was reading about the latest inventions of Google, and they are now working on a product where you can chat and talk to that particular chatbot and discuss anything. Now that being the company strength of Google is they are building interactive products, right? And so similarly, we are working with Ajish today, where we will understand from Ajish what is his key company strength, and what is his golden market opportunity, and what is his fast growth zone. So similarly, all of you can imagine about your businesses, and I think that can be a very good learning for you to So Ajish, to project your key company strength into your golden margin opportunity, how you identify your key company strength? Can you
Yeah.
mention?
Yeah. So we do, when we do construction, like now we do it at the lowest vendor and the best quality.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And we try to have the operating expense as low as possible.
Okay. Best quality and low operating expenses. Okay.
Yeah. These are our strength. Yeah. Okay.
What is your golden market opportunity?
Yeah. Actually, we have different areas like residential, and also in residential, our profit margin is very less. We need to look into commercial area, so that is our global uh, golden market opportunity.
Okay. So commercial area is more profit making, right?
Yes.
कमला 2 मिनट जरा मैं फ्रिज में
Vishwajit, can you mute yourself, please?
Yeah.
Much better than residential, right? Okay.
I'm already
And-
muted, boss. I don't know. I'm already muted.
No, but we can hear you. Okay.
I don't
Anyway.
know. Let me just rejoin again. Because see,
Okay.
now I'm unmuted. Again, I'm muting.
All right. Okay. What is your fast growth zone, Ajish?
Yeah. So I need to, like, we are into monthly rentals. Like we need to think of like not daily, like hourly, like co-working, and now the new things have come upon. So we need to move into like a usage model, and also that will give us a little more fast growth.
Okay. So monthly rentals and usage model, right? Can you explain a little bit more about it?
Yeah. See, right now our revenue comes on a monthly basis, so we have to think about like like daily basis, hourly basis, and also that we can grow fast.
Okay.
Like service apartment for co-working space, like that.
Okay.
Student housing.
All right. So that kind of commercial planning can actually be a better fast growth zone for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Now, now write your fast growth zone on a small post-it and use it for point number 4. Okay, we can write here itself. So what is your fast growth zone? Your monthly rental, right? You said.
Yeah. Right now it is that kind of model, so we should tweak it to like 15 days or a daily or a hourly kind of thing. Then we'll be in a fast growth.
Weekly or daily, right? That's very interesting. Now, we have already discussed, Ajish, we have identified what is our fast growth zone, and that has brought a lot of clarity in our mind. as to where we need to focus on, right? Sometimes what happens as a entrepreneur or a CEO or a managing director of the business, we are too much involved in the operational issues, right? We start our day, we get into the operational problems, and we spend almost entire day in solving those operational issues. But through this workbook, I think we are going to open up our mind, and we are kind of going to understand more about what is our key company strength, what are our opportunities, and how we should actually focus on our fast growth zone, right? So that's the purpose of this workbook, and it is opening that. I'm sure it is going to. As I said, all of us, we can think about our own businesses through this workbook and understand, so maybe you can keep a notepad with you and keep on writing your fast growth zones. Now, Ajish, can we just look at this point number 5, which says decide where you want to position your fast growth zone. Now, you already identified your fast growth zone, right? Now, using the metrics below, you can put your this fast growth zone in the most appropriate quadrant, and of course, how. So, what is your current market, and what are your potential new markets, right? And what are your potential new products and services, and your existing products and services. So in that sense, how are you positioning, how do you think your fast growth zone, where you position your fast growth zone in this quadrant?
Yeah. So right now we are 50% into residential and 50% into commercial. So in commercial, we get more margins and long stability, like leases are like nine years kind of thing. So that is our current thing. We like to improve upon on the commercial aspect.
Okay. So where you would like to put your fast growth zone? That is your potential new markets, or it will be your current market?
Yeah. In current market, we are just trying to expand in that current market only.
Okay. And is it something to do with the market penetration or market development?
Market development.
Development, no? So you will like to put your fast growth zone here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And why? Can you just explain it to everyone present here? Why you are putting it here?
Okay. Like it is, real estate is about a local market. So what I want to mean is, like, in that local market, I'm trying to expand it in that same market, so that we know that market very well. So that is the reason.
Okay. So same applies for all businesses. We all have potential new products and services. We all are operating in a market place, and also we know that there are some potential new markets. I give you an example of a startup. Yesterday, I was going through the presentation of Zip. Zip, all of us. This is a EV company which is into manufacturing of EV. And what they are doing is they are renting out these EVs to Swiggy's and Zomatos and all these hyper local delivery guys. Now, this company is currently operating in Delhi NCR. So they started from Delhi NCR. And, when they started from Delhi NCR, what they did was they actually came out with a model which is very different. Now this model is basically that they are kind of renting out this EV to the delivery boys. Now the problem of delivery boys is that they don't get they are using petrol vehicles or their own vehicles, so they end up spending too much on the too much money on their own development. Now what happens is they rent out at 100 rupees per day from Zip, and then do this delivery, and which is a very lucrative option for them, and it's a win-win situation for the company. Now this company has since current market is Delhi NCR, now they are identifying, they have already identified the product, they have already tested that model, it's working fine. They are already having 6,000 to 7,000 vehicles running in Delhi NCR. Now they are moving to Bangalore market. So there is a potential new market they have. And they have plans to move to Mumbai, and geographical expansion is one way of expanding your business, right? So they are doing that. And currently, by just having 7,000 vehicles, their current valuation is 960 crores. Now you can imagine they are already doing Series B funding, and they plan to go abroad with this model. First, they have tested a model, made it a robust model, made it a workable thing, and now they are expanding into the new markets. So so how they are expanding? One, by market penetration. They are going more and more deep into the market, and also doing new market development. So the product is already there, that is that electric vehicle. Now they are actually systematically expanding their base. So huge value they have created by this model, right? So Ajish, can you relate to this example with your business?
Yes, Rajiv, thank you.
Yeah. So do you have plans to geographically expand your business to other areas?
Yes, yes. Yeah. First,
Okay.
yeah.
So right now, what is your area where you are working on, and what is your plan?
Yeah. Right now, I'm working on my hometown Coimbatore and the place where I'm staying in Bangalore. These two areas I'm.
Okay, very nice. And what is your now plan? Which area you want to work on? Where you want to expand?
Expand. I'm just doing it right now at my hometown.
Okay.
Yeah, and in future expansion could be in Bangalore.
Okay. All right. Very nice. So Bangalore has a huge potential. This company Zip also, as I mentioned, they are also trying to expand in Bangalore market now. 700 plus vehicles they are bringing into Bangalore market. And Zip is just one example. Similar looking example is Rapido. No, Rapido is nothing but people utilizing their own vehicles for giving a pillion ride to others, right? So a lot of people are making money out of it. So they have little bit different model, but yes, it is a workable model, and the company is becoming successful. So you have to focus on two things. One is product and services, and of course the customer and market, where your customer and markets are there. Now, Ajish, what are your conclusions about your positioning of your fast growth zone in relation to what your company excel at and what is you are passionate about? you already mentioned that you are passionate about construction in a new area, right?
Yeah,
This is what you
prime area.
mentioned. Yeah. So what is your conclusion about your positioning for your fast growth? Can you give me 2 points?
Yeah, I need to now see in my area is like in order to generate revenue, I need to construct more buildings and give it on rent. So new,
Mhm.
yeah, new,
New buildings, right?
yeah.
And
And now all new things like solar, um, space utilization. So these things I have to.
that is the green part, no? You
Yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So these are the two, conclusions for you, strategic conclusions for you, where you have identified that you need to generate revenue by building, making, doing new construction and doing, working on new buildings, and you need to work on your company idea of solar and space utilization. So that is so similarly, all of us, we can have our own strategy conclusions about our fast growth zones, and we can identify what are the areas where we can focus on to have a better business volume, and that is how we increase our business. So let me ask you a question, Ajish. Why you think generating revenue and new buildings is going to be your fast growth zone?
See, when I see how will I generate revenue, more revenue is by adding new, every square feet I add, I get more revenue.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
And
And
what is this rental bit you are explaining? Can you a little bit explain
yeah,
more about? How?
yeah. I can just say like now we construct and for example we have given it to Bata showroom, like we construct and give it for like 9 years lease kind
Mhm.
of thing. And we also do construct like Repco Bank, LIC Housing Finance. We
Mhm.
construct and give it on rent.
Okay. Okay. So the ownership remains with you, and you pass on it as a on lease to these people, right? That is
Yeah,
what
okay.
you're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Okay, that's very good. Yeah. Okay, but this model may be capital intensive. So how do you generate funds, and
Yeah.
how you?
Yeah, it is very capital. That is the only issue.
Right.
So yeah, it is a very long gestation. For example, for a unit, we to recover our cost, we take 3 years. Then remaining
Mhm.
after that, once we get that cost back, then it is no long standing revenue.
Okay. Okay. All right, all right. Now let us look at this whole, fast growth option with a different perspective. I think all of us can. I'm sure those who are, are doing it for your own business can also relate to it, and maybe you can write in your notepad which you have kept for you. Ajish, when we look at this, fast growth option which you have already identified, how it's going to benefit you personally.
Okay. So personally, I get more satisfied like our buildings are used by, like for example, our our client is Bata Showroom. We have LIC Housing Finance. We have Repco Bank. So what satisfaction derives us? It's daily we see like some 200 people buying shoes because we have rented out those space, and around daily we have 200 loans are being sanctioned in the housing finance, and 100 people opening bank accounts. So this is our we feel good because of that. This is happening.
Okay. So it gives you a personal satisfaction, right?
Yeah.
And this is one point. Any other point you have in mind?
Because we have buildings there, that particular people who live there gets benefited. They can use our buildings for their
D2DC क्या होता है वैसे?
D2DC है, D2C.
क्या होता है?
I think you are not on mute.
Business to बंदे में D2C.
B2B भी होता है ना, business to business wholesale में.
Can you kindly mute yourself, please? Now,
हाँ ये मैंने वो कर रखा है RSVP. गोइंग कर दो, join RSVP करो.
रिश्तेदारों से ग्रो करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ.
may I request everyone to please mute yourself? Yeah, Ajish, you were saying something, benefit to
the people
the
people
people,
who
right?
live nearby in that locality.
People utilizing services. I don't know why this. Okay. And how about benefit to your team, senior team?
Yeah. We have whoever is there in the team are very experienced, and we have a very experienced team. Like in order to get to the vendor to construct a building, we do a lot of thorough analysis. And in construction we have to I should not tell this, it's bribe, we need to pay a lot of bribes, and we need to have government this thing and all. So due to this we are able to do well.
Do well in business expansion, right? We will not talk about other things. Okay. And any second?
We know our market very well.
Okay. So these are the two very important aspects, right? Know your market very well and do well the business expansion. And how about your people?
Actually, we keep our operational expenses as low. It's like when required, we freelance it and get it done.
Okay. A lot of casual workers are also there working for you, right? Who work according to the need, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And what about any other aspect for the people?
When we do go for the expansion, we just do what is needed for the market at that particular point of view, because every 6 months there will be a change.
Okay, so it is a very dynamic market, so you accordingly are able to adjust, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Better.
So, what is your likely benefit this is causing on for your annual sales?
Yeah, monthly we can clock 4 lakhs in revenue.
4 lakh.
Yeah,
Okay. Because of these, actions, right?
yeah,
Uh-huh. And your operating percentage of profit? Any
like no,
rough
like
rough
yeah,
figure?
rough figure you can say 3 lakhs. Suppose I can just explain it to you. Like whenever we construct a new building, like we take 3 years to get our break even point. Then after that,
Mhm.
it is all profit, only the maintenance part. So
Mhm.
yeah, so yeah, for whenever we construct, we take a lot of loans. Once we try to close it as soon as, then we are out of it. So we can say like 3 lakhs.
Percentage wise, it is how much?
uh Percentage, I'm like no you could
Percentage of revenue, I mean to
uh,
say.
okay, 60% you could.
60%, which is
Yeah.
phenomenal. It is very, very good. And on other parameters,
Yeah,
like
we try to reduce our indirect costs. Like earlier, if we go through brokers and all, we lose money. We just try to reduce the indirect costs.
okay, okay.
And also we need to reduce our maintenance costs also.
Cost and maintenance cost. No? Okay. Great. So we in the process have understood about your business, and you also, I think, must have got benefited by introspecting about it through this
Yeah, yeah,
workbook.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So because that is the power of these workbooks, that sometimes we are not introspecting, or we are not going deep into how to do it. And this, through these powerful questions, we get answers ourselves. That's the best way of learning these days. And these are the modern day techniques of interacting, and as I was saying, there are many fast growing companies which are coming in India, uh, and the growth percentage, you won't believe, is as high as 100% or 136%. And especially there's one in healthcare space. I hope all of you know about Max Healthcare. Max Healthcare is growing at phenomenal 136%. Now you can imagine, of course, the factors which have recently been there have also contributed to it. But that is just one example. There is Indus Tower, the company which is into uh, building towers for all these mobile guys. They are also growing at more than 75%. So they are huge, huge success stories, and the growth trajectory is sometimes, people think that CAGR is cannot be more than 25% or 30%. No, that's no longer true. I have database of many such companies who have grown at more than 50% or 60% or even 100%, as I said. So we all need to work on our fast growth uh, areas, and then in a focused way, if we approach that, that can actually lead to a lot of success for us. Now, by refining your best options for fast growth, what are your next actions, Ajit? Let us make this as a. I'll mail this to you
Yeah.
so that you can utilize this for your business, and maybe you can discuss with your team members also that you have done this workbook. No?
Yeah.
So, what do you think are your best next actions for achieving this fast growth?
Yeah. See, right now we are into like monthly rental models. We should, we should think of like now getting multiple, like we should use our space for advertisement. We should use our space for like yoga training. So we should try to use our space and try to get revenue out of multiple sources, like advertisement, people to uh, advertise, and if the space is lying vacant, it can be used for yoga purposes, training purposes, and we should try to uh, no, like change the revenue model such that the cash flow increases. Like we get it on monthly basis, we should try to reduce it to 15 days or a week or like that.
Okay. Okay. So this change can bring in more success and revenue for you, right?
Yeah.
This is what I understand from you. Okay. All right. So by whom? Who can do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By like the me only.
Okay. Do you have anybody who is your, who is your uh, manager who can
No, my
help you in
parents.
this?
Yeah, my parents.
Okay. 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 All right. So this is you are saying by Ajish, right? Okay. And by when you must
I
keep a
think.
target?
Yeah. Like it will take some time, like 1 year.
Try to keep more stringent targets. No.
Okay.
So maybe
6 months.
6 months. No. So you can say by March 23, right? And what else? Second action you can think of?
Yeah. So right now we are into residential and commercial thing. We can also think of like agriculture also.
Okay.
Because next potential could be in that area.
Okay. Agriculture you want to add, right? As a business. Okay. And this agriculture, what exactly you want to do?
Like in agri, like homestay kind of thing.
Okay.
But this was a little long term plan. So in like ours is usually 3 years kind of a project to get stabilized. So this will at
Right.
least take 2 years.
Okay. This is a long-term plan for you, right? Okay. To engage your people in your preferred option, what are your next actions? How you want to convey? See, nothing gets completed unless, so if it is only in your head, you will not be able to, have the participation of your team, no? So how to engage your people, what action you want to do in that?
Yeah. So now whenever I go for a new location expansion, I need to take the team along with me. So
Very
that they
good example. Very good example. Take the team along with for the new expansion. Actually, this point many people miss. They don't involve their next level into their development, their dream, their vision, their company proposition. So this, I think, we are all learning by doing this workbook, that we must involve our team, right? What else, Ajish? One more thing you can think of.
Yeah, and also I should go with the whatever is trending in the market. So right now what is trending in the market is EV space is trending,
Right.
and organic health conscious things are trending. So those are the futures. So accordingly, we should the buildings should, whatever we construct, should be energy efficient, water efficient. Even a disabled person should be easily able to come. Noise level should be, So new things that are happening in the market, I need to grasp it and put it in that.
Very nice. Very nice. Disabled friendly, right? You call it. There's a word to it.
Yeah.
Disabled. Okay. Aspirations of people, no?
Yes.
Very good. So this will be done by who? Ajish only?
Yes,
Yes,
and
of course you will do it.
yes.
And this can be done quickly, right? This can be 6 months.
Yeah.
And
this one is ongoing by the team, and it will be ongoing.
Now, we come to the, what we did, what is the purpose. Now, returning to the lower, we go back to page 1, right? When we started doing this workbook, Adish, you rated yourself as 3 on your, when you talked about here, you mentioned 3, right?
Yeah.
This was 3 for you. Now, if you, after doing this workbook, has it changed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do you rate yourself now?
Yeah, 5.
5. Still, that's a good improvement. And what do you think? What are the new strategic conclusions about the best option for fast growth you have found while doing this workbook?
Yeah. So I got clear thinking, for my growth, what should what should I do?
Right. So it brings in that clarity which you may be missing earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what else?
And it also gives me a roadmap also.
Roadmap and targets, right?
Yeah.
Because this is our problem in the execution. We don't have the roadmaps and targets. No, we are just doing what we are doing, right? But if we actually give a lot of deep thought to our execution bit, definitely we can do a lot of changes, and we can definitely improvise on our so I believe all of you have learned from this workbook, and I'm just going to stop share now, and maybe leave the floor open for some questions if you may have. And Ajish, any question you have first on the benefits of this workbook?
No, it was I was it just helped me to think. I should do these things to improve my growth. Also, I have set a target for that.
Right. So that is the power of these workbooks. They actually take you or open your mind, open your eyes about what exactly you are trying to achieve, and give you direction for overall success of your project, right? So I'm sure all of you learned some new things from this effort of ours today, and we definitely would continue to next time we come with a new topic. But I thought, let us experiment with these workbooks, and do join the community startup change leaders. Any questions any of you have on fast growth? How to do fast growth for your business?
Yeah. So the business which I am into is a very capital intensive. Any ideas? Like only thing is like if the reduction in that finance is less, it will be little helpful. Any
So
idea?
Ajish, these days, if you are able to present your case well with the investors, there are many investors in today's scenario who are willing to even participate in the equity. Once they are very clear, okay, there is this kind of a growth which can be achieved through this project, and this kind of a IRR or this kind of a profitability can be achieved. Definitely, you can go for. Right now, you have any investor working with you?
No, we purely dependent on the bank loans for expansion.
Okay. So you are bootstrapped, right? So
Yeah.
you are just taking bank loans. So these days, equity is another medium, which is a very strong medium, and it's very less costly also, because one, you get higher valuation, and you can get better, money without any interest rate, with the promise that, okay, your equity value will go up, right? So this is a tool which is available. So maybe you can discuss with me offline. I can guide you on the entire process.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining and being a patient listener. Biswajit, any comments from your side? Biswajit?
I think there are two Biswajits here.
Yeah. But you please go ahead.
Which one are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, Biswajit.
Pune.
Yes, Pune.
No, it was very well done. Good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And
Thank you so much.
And it's good that you're doing it for these gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, and you're giving quite a bit of social service along with building the Alpha Group. So I think it's excellent. It's excellent.
Thank you so much. And we are trying to spread the message so that people can know about what Alpha Group is all about. And then, of course, we will, encourage a few of them to join the Alpha Group. So we are having our next board meeting on 22nd September. Those of you who are interested in doing more, understanding more about this process of going through the workbooks and learning from there, you can get in touch with me personally. I'll be very happy to support you. And Ajish, I will definitely share this document on your email ID. And those of you who have my coordinates, I'll be happy to add you in the WhatsApp group. And those who don't have, please share your contact number here. I will be if you can share your I share my mobile number so that you can. So this is my mobile number 9811453353. You can ping me personally also, and I'll add you to our WhatsApp group. So then we can definitely discuss, and you get all the information about our programs, which we hold at every Sunday 11:30 a.m. Thank you so much for sparing your time. All the very best. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Rajiv.
Have a great weekend. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.